example use case. Consider this program, right? So let's say you actually write a program in which you input a Celsius number, let's say a temperature of course, and this must be converted into Fahrenheit multiple number of times. What would you do? We first obviously start with the logic, right? So Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into the particular Celsius number plus 32. So this is the logic to calculate for Fahrenheit. Well, here's the program to calculate for the Fahrenheit, right? So we collect the input from the user, we enter the Celsius value, again the value in Fahrenheit has been converted and it has been printed. Well, it is really good, right? So this has been done once. But what if you actually want to do it multiple number of times? Well, let's say you have 1 Celsius value, then definitely it is really easy, right? So let's say you have 3000, 5000, let's say you have 1 lakh values that needs conversion in real time as well. So when this happens, you wouldn't want to repeat the same lines of code, right? Well, this is the number one cause of inefficiency and ambiguity, guys. Well, I'm sure you already would have guessed it, right? So Python functions definitely solves this. Let us check out how it can be done. Well, just before that, let me give you another instance. We have something called as dry. Well, dry is don't repeat yourself. In the sense, when you're actually writing your own functions or when you're writing any methods, make sure that the reusability of it is really high. Functions not only reduce the code in your main program, but they also tend to make your code run faster and better. So what does this do? This actually increases the readability of your code and then makes it very easy for debugging and documentation as well. Consider this easy example, right? So every time you turn on or turn off your television, there are certain functions built in, right? So as soon as you flip the channels or say adjust the volume, there isn't anyone in the backend writing a code at every point of time to actually adjust the volume or flip the channels for you. There is a particular code which repeats itself and doesn't create any new instances when you actually adjust the volume or flip the channels, correct? So this is again very good efficiency. So as soon as you change the channel, there is a function which runs which says that the user has changed the channel. So let me do these certain set of codes. Again, similarly for the volume as well. So if you have increased the volume or decreased the volume, the function gets an input of what you're actually doing. And then this function actually works on your input and then decides an action. In this case, it's volume. Pretty simple, right? Well, now that we know why we need functions, right? So let us check out what functions actually are. So what are functions, guys? I'm pretty sure every one of us has an idea at this point of time, so head to the comment section below and let me know what you think of it. I'd love to interact with you guys there. So coming back, what are functions? Guys, functions are actually a way to break problems or processes down into smaller and independent blocks of code. Straightforward, right? So it's basically a block of organized reusable code that is used to perform some similar task. In our last case in television, it was either adjust the volume or change the channel. Well, coming back to Python, it can be called by its name when its tasks need execution. You can also pass the values to it and have return results to you. Do not worry, I'll be walking you through a range of functions so you'll have a better clarity at this point of time. Well, at this time, all I want you guys to do is to know about the def keyword. Guys, def stands for define, and this keyword is actually used before the name of the function. And its name is followed by the parenthesis before a colon. Well, this defines an entire function. Check out this particular example code I have for you. So we have def function underscore name, and this function does nothing and pass. Definitely, right? So we haven't passed anything there for the function to do anything. Well, def is the keyword here. Function underscore name can be anything. It can be my name Anirudh, it can be Edureka, it can be anything that you like, right? It's as simple as that.